Today I want to do the second part of the video on stress. On my first video that I did last week, I just did an introduction. I introduced the subject, and if you've not watched it, you can go back to my YouTube channel and be able to watch that video, because it serves as the foundation of what I'll be talking about in this video and the videos that are coming. And just to do a recap, remember we say that when you talk about stress, stress is both positive and negative. And we talked a little bit about the positive side of stress and say that if the stress that we get helps us to adjust to the new situation, so the new things that has happened or have happened into our lives, then that can be seen as a positive kind of stress. And I remember I used an example of a business person who is making losses, and then this person gets stressed, and then that stress enables this person now to think on how to do his or her business better, maybe change the business, or maybe add some things into his or her business so that he or she makes profit. So that kind of stress can be seen as positive. Or a student who is not so good in a certain subject, and he or she gets stressed because of that subject, and because she or he is stressed, he decides to that stress makes this person to work harder in that subject, sleeping late, doing more research, asking questions in class and whatever. And that stress makes this person to be better and pass that class. But today I want to look at the other side of the coin and talk about the negative stress. And I remember we say that stress will turn to be negative whenever we cannot contain, we cannot take care of the stress that we have. We cannot control it, and instead that stress controls us. It goes, it overpowers us and it drives us. Then that turns to be a negative kind of stress. And the question that I'll be addressing, or the area that I'll be looking at, is what happens to our bodies during stress, and especially during those times of negative stress. What happens to us? What happens to our body? So the first thing that happens to us when we are stressed is we turn to either fight or flight mode. So when we are stressed, you can either turn to fight, or we can decide to flee, to run away from the situation. For example, if I get an accident, or somebody gets an accident, then they lose one of their arms. This person might decide to say, okay, now I don't have an arm, I don't have two hands, I just have one hand, so I have to use this other hand that is remaining to do all my things. So I know that what I have is only one hand and I have to use that. But there's this other person that says, okay, my arm is gone, so I'm finished, I'm done, I cannot do anything because I don't have another arm. So this person gives up. This person surrenders. So that's what the body does. It either stands to fight against the stress, or it flees. It flees. So it sets to that mode. The other thing that the body does when it's stressed is it experiences what we call the wear and tear. When we talk about wear and tear, we're talking about the body getting tired, the body getting exhausted, the body not ready to face the challenges that are coming. So there will be many signs that will be seen in the body when one is stressed, and I think we'll talk about that as we continue. One's emotion, or one is emotionally drained too. One is emotionally tired, and sometimes even somebody gives up emotionally or behavioral. There's a wear and tear in one's behavior. And I think we'll talk about that as we continue. So about the physical body, what are those symptoms? What are those signs of somebody who is stressed? The first symptom will be one will feel some aches and pains in their bodies. One will complain that, okay, I have a headache, but even if I take the PRNs, I take these pills, I take pain medication, I do all these, I still feel my head aching, or my shoulders aching, my joints aching, my whole body is aching, or chest pain. Somebody may develop a chest pain that doesn't get well even after taking some pain medication, or a racing heart. So somebody's heartbeat increases. It adds up. It increases in the way it beats. One might turn also. One's body might be exhausted, or he will feel so tired, even after not doing anything, after just sitting and doing nothing, but you feel that your body is not ready to do anything. It's as if you carried something very heavy, and therefore your body is so exhausted. You don't sleep well, trouble with sleeping. You go to bed early, you don't sleep. You go to bed late, you don't sleep. So this person is always up, not sleeping. Another symptom might be dizziness. You feel your head just rotating, or shaking. One might develop a high blood pressure because of stress. Muscle tensions, I think I talked about that. Jaw clenching. Stomach aches or stomach problems, digestive problems. Weak immune system. All those are some of the symptoms that might be seen physically on a person that has stress. What about emotionally? Emotionally, this person might develop anxiety. It might have anxiety, and remember I talked about anxiety in length. So if you want to also learn about that, you can go back to my previous videos when I talked about anxiety. So this person might have anxiety or irritability, depression. So this stress, if it's not well managed, if it's not dealt with, it can develop to depression, panic attacks, sadness. Somebody might become sad, and when you ask him what is happening with you, he cannot even explain what is happening with them, so he becomes sad. So emotionally, anxiety might come in, depression might come in, panic attacks, or sadness. And then behavior-wise, this person might turn in to start drinking alcohol. This is a person that was not drinking, or even if he was drinking, was not drinking too much. But now because of the stress, the person now becomes an alcoholic. He starts drinking so much. He starts to overdrink. They are the people that you will find them lying down on the road there. They're drunk because of the stress that they have. Gambling. Somebody starts gambling because of the stress that they have, so they enter into gambling, and once they get into gambling, then we can start talking about addiction to gambling. So drinking alcohol can also lead to addiction. So there is the issue of addiction. So again, this person might start to overeating, or may develop what we call eating disorder. Maybe overeating, eating a lot of food, or refusing to eat. You might have food, but it doesn't want to eat because of stress. That's why you hear people say, even when I taste this food, I don't taste. I don't get the taste of the food even after eating it. Even if it's tea, I don't have the appetite to eat food. Also, this person might turn to do what we call impulse buying. You go to a store, you don't know even what you went to buy, and if you have money, you just spend all money without planning. You just, whatever you meet, you say, okay, I want to get that, I want to get this, I want to get this, and therefore it develops what we call impulse buying. One may also turn into internet browsing. All the time you find this person with their phone, just browsing through the phone, just spending a lot of time on their phone, in the internet, going through it. They don't have time with anybody, so their whole mind, their whole concentration is on this device, the phone. So just browsing throughout. One can turn into smoking. They are not smoking, but now they all start smoking. Using drugs, and even these hard drugs, because of stress. And as I said earlier, most of these behavioral actions, these behavioral activities that come with this person are addictive. For example, alcohol. They become addicted to alcohol because they drink 24/7. They can be addicted to gambling, addicted to overeating or not eating at all, addicted to phones or their gadgets, computers, whatever. They just want to be online full time, or smoking, or in drugs, so they can turn to be addicted in all these sort of things that come along their way. So thank you so much for watching this part of the video. I want to stop there for today by pointing out that if we leave stress to overcome us, then the outcome, some of the effects that will follow us, are from what you may think the easy effects to the more complex things. It can lead us to develop other things that we will not have gotten to. And it also leads us to other mental health issues. So from a little thing, but piling up, building up towards other mental complications that we might come across. Thank you so much for watching this video, and if you've not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please take your time, subscribe to this YouTube channel, because I'll still be following up with this topic on stress. And be assured of a lot of many things that are coming as I continue to explore what stress is and the effects in our personal lives and also the life of those we live together with. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good time. Bye.